Hi there. So today I'm going to be talking about Tailwind CSS with Svelte, and it's not going to really be very specific to Svelte, but it's just an intro to Tailwind, and I'm still learning it, so I'm not an expert on it, but I thought I would talk about it today. So why Tailwind? So I've been looking into it for a bit now, and I didn't quite get it at first. It took me some time to quite understand what makes it special. So, and I don't know if I can explain exactly why, but this is, well, no, not component friendly, but basically what it does is gives you these classes that do just minimal things. So maybe if I compare it to like Bootstrap or something, Bootstrap modal. So Bootstrap comes with like modals, buttons, and all of that. Same with Materialize CSS or Semantic UI. Um, and so you might come here. Oh, where's my, yeah, modal. And you might find this modal here, and it's doing all this stuff. You're like, well, that's like quite a bit. I got modal, modal dialog, modal content, modal header, blah, blah, blah. And if I want to change this modal, if I like this modal but I want to change it a bit, then I gotta kind of, I gotta mess with these classes or like change them or make my own classes or whatever. And Tailwind doesn't come with any of these components like that. You gotta build them yourself. But the nice thing is you don't have anything to fight against, I guess, is the point, kind of. Um, so like if you want to make a button, it's already got this button for you. It's got all these buttons for you. And if you don't quite like these buttons, you gotta, but you want to keep the classes, you gotta go in and override the buttons or something. Tailwind, just, so it says responsive to the core, component friendly, designed to be customized. And I haven't gotten into this as much. Another thing is that Bootstrap, unless you do customize it, it's going to look pretty similar to other Bootstrap websites, especially with these colors being the only colors. Tailwind has a bunch of different colors, and they all look nice. So if I come here to get started, and so I'm going to, rather than npm install it, just since we're playing around with it, if you come to the bottom, they have a cdn tag, so you can copy. And so I've already installed. I'm going to npm run div. You can look at these, how to start up a Svelte project. So npm run div, now it's running on localhost 5000. And I just copied the cdn tag, and I'm going to put it right over here. Maybe I should put it before my CSS. Put it right there and save. And then I'm going to come to my own CSS and to global CSS and delete all that. Although I do like I'm not going to delete it all. I do like these. Okay, there we go. So, okay, so I just put in the Tailwind CSS CDN, so now we can start using it in our Svelte app. So I'm going to get rid of this because we're just going to be using Tailwind. And I got my hello name. I'm going to save. So let's see what it looks like initially. Hello world. Okay, and you'll see Tailwind is already doing something here, which is resetting the H1. You'll see Tailwind, 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 Tailwind. It's doing all these things to make the H1 look just like that. Okay, so that's one thing that it does. And all of this, I'm going to get into this in a different video, but it can all be sort of like customized, and you can pick and choose what Tailwind you want in your project. Right now, we're just importing it all in the CDN, which is really big and not really made for production. But just for learning, it's okay, just getting started quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a few things. So let's say we wanted to make a Navbar or something. So one thing we can do, I'm going to first add some background color. So where's background color? Yeah, background color. So let me make a new nav.svelte. Actually, I'm not going to call it nav. I'll call it navbar.svelte. Okay, and then I've got my nav tag. And then I'm going to add the class. So background color, I'm a big fan of purples, so maybe this BG purple 700. BG purple 700. Okay, and then in here I'm going to import from navbar, import navbar from /navbar.svelte, and I'll just put it right here. Okay, there it is. What have I done? Name is not defined. Does it need to be? Okay, it looks okay. Let me put that there. Okay, there we go. And there's still some padding there. Oh, body has padding. So let me just come here. Padding 0. Okay, so now it's up right up against there. One thing we can do, maybe, oh, let me get rid of this. So now I'm going to add some padding. It's called, well, here you can just search padding. And it's going to be like this, kind of like Bootstrap. P dash, well, they really get high. P dash that. So I'm going to put, let's try, where are you? P dash 6, is that something? Yeah. Okay, that's a big navbar though. And it has padding, again, for some reason. The body has padding 8 pixels. Oh, maybe need to hard reload or something. Although it was working a moment ago. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to want to do is fix it to the top. So there's a position. Boop. Oh, I wonder if my internet is being really slow or something. Okay, but anyway, so position would be, they have, I think you just type in what the position is in CSS. Okay, there we go. And I wonder, I haven't looked at width yet, but width 100, is that going to work? No. So position, yeah, fixed. And let me look at width. How do you decide? Width dash W dash full. Okay, cool. So that'll make it span the full width there. Okay, and then maybe I want my color here to be white. So it's text white rather than color. There we go. Okay, so there's my navbar. Maybe I will just leave it at there, although let me show that it is actually fixed by adding a div here. Actually, not a div. I'm going to call it main and make it, I wonder if height full will also give you a full height. And maybe I'll give it so we can see it background. I'll just do black. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I wanted it to make it even taller. Let me put another one here. I'll call it footer. Okay, I don't know, it's doing something wacky there. And I'll give you background red 100. Oh, that's a very subtle red. Okay, anyway, you'll see that this is fixed, and I'm going down like that. So you can play around this with yourself. There's just lots to learn. There's not really any crazy concepts or anything. You just need to sort of memorize, or not memorize, but just get familiar with all the different options you have here. One thing it does that I didn't show is, let me make this a link. And that one thing you can do is have like a hover. You'll have a hover colon, and it'll apply this on the hover. So BG yellow, I don't know, 300. Okay, and then I'll save that. Element should have an href. Let's put this for now. Okay, come back here. Okay, so now you can see when I hover on it, it gets that background yellow. Another thing you can do is there's like medium, LG is large, SM is small. Let me say small. So maybe small, then then I'll make the background. So when the screen is small, background will be blue. Don't know why you'd want to do this, but just to show you. So right now background is not blue, but then once we get to, no we don't. Small SM BG blue 600. I thought that's what it was. Let me check. Font smoothing, getting started layout, SM. Yeah, so dot container. Where is it? Probably something with responsive design. There we go. Okay, so yeah, here they've got like MD with 32 large, MD flex shrink, MD. Huh, okay, so maybe, yeah, SM, MD. Okay, well, maybe I'll just do something like, on small screens, we'll make the height be just, oops. Height will be 8 or something. Okay, so if I refresh, okay, let me apply that to the Navbar so you can maybe see it better. Oh, still not working. Okay, small height. So it seems like, well, I wonder if the CDN tag for some reason doesn't have that, because that would be a lot to have. Oh, okay, I got the minified version. Huh. Okay, well, anyway, if you wanted to play around with that, I can't figure it out, but let me just stop the video, and you can play around with Tailwind yourself.